This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Because I had to play the intro just for you. As I was clicking it to start playing it, I was thinking of you. I was thinking of you and Tommy Stiggs. I know you guys are not the biggest fan of the intro, but I figured, you know what? I haven't been on in about, I don't know how long it's been. So I'm not expecting kind of people to be flooding in. So I figured to give it a couple of minutes, you know what I mean? Put a little intro. You know the deal, cuz. You know the deal. But I hope you're well, and I hope Carmela is well also. Carmela, I'm going to the hometown. I'm going to Elizabeth. Well, I don't know. I guess, well, really my final destination is Roselle Park, but I guess Linden, Elizabeth is what I drive through to get to it. Right now, I'm on the Belt Parkway. Belt Parkway, Brooklyn, New York, South Shore of Brooklyn. Passing through Canarsie right now onto I'm heading west on the South Shore of Brooklyn. So just to the right of me is Canarsie, Brooklyn. We just entered into Brooklyn, and we're going to travel the entire length of it, basically, on its South Shore until we hit the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, and we head into Staten Island. How you doing? But I hope everyone's well. Everyone being Cuz and Carmela and, the crew. Belt Parkway, crappy day. Rain's supposed to come in around, there's a cop. He's going to get someone right there on the left. He sees someone he likes. Yeah. Don Miko, how you doing, buddy? Don Miko, you going to send some of that heat over this way? I'm dying for it. Send some of that summertime this way, Don Miko. Please, will you? Right now we're a balmy 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's nasty. It's raw. It's foggy because we're right on the water. You know, the Jamaica Bay is just to my left. So the moisture off the bay, as you can see here, like to the left, you should be able to see a lot more. You should be able to see water. Claudio, John Perry, All That I Ask. One of the best songs ever made, in my opinion. All That I Ask. Love that song. Love it. And there she is. After all this time of me being on hiatus, my Corona girl comes back. Maggie Fernandez, how are you doing? Yeah. I really shouldn't even be putting your comments up on the screen. 75. Oh, come on. Well, come on, Maggie. I'm trying to be nice to you over here. You're throwing this in my face. 75 degrees. You know, it's funny. The people always say, like, Florida's too hot. The two things I hear the most. Florida's too hot. You won't like it. You need the 4 seasons. Not me. Not Dindu. I know Dindu would agree. We don't need no 4 seasons. We know what it's like when it's cold. We don't need to be reminded of it every year. Like, oh yeah, this is what it's like when it's cold. So we enjoy it when it gets warm. Like, no, I have a good memory. I can remember. Like being cold, miserable. My feet cold right now. My hands cold right now. Where's coat train? I need to put my gloves on. You know. And then the other thing is, you can't really find good food down there. And, I'll find the food. I will find the food. Just give me the warm. Give me the palm trees. Give me the smooth roads with no potholes. And we're good to go. Coming down to Florida. I really want to go up to Buffalo. Not just because Dindu's up there, but I really want to get up there. I want to get up to that part of the world. Really know nothing about it. Ooh, look at it. For you car enthusiasts, right in front of me right now is a 2-door S63 AMG coupe. So that's the S-Class right there, right in front of us, S-Class Benz, but in the 2-door version. Let's get a little closer. He's probably going to cut me off because he's a Benz, so he can. Yeah, he's going to drift over. But that's it right there. S63 AMG Benz 2-door S-Class. The thing is an absolute beast. Shouldn't even be street legal, that thing. You cut me off to get into a lane that's not moving. All right, buddy. All right. There's the original S-Class right there in front of us in black. So right now we're passing Marine Park. Marine Park Golf Course is just to the right here. This is my neighborhood. This is where I'm from. This is where I was born and raised. Look at this S-Class here. Another S-Class thinks he can do what he wants. This one in black. He's got the black. He's got the really dark Tommy Stakes tints on, the purple Benz tints on it. That's a classic right there. S550, a little older. I'd say maybe that's a 2019, 2018. And then you got the BMW X3 in the right lane there. And that kind of, I don't know what you call that color. I guess gray. I'm a car freak if you haven't figured that out. 3 seasons. Well, yeah, you eliminate the worst one, Maggie. So, you know what I mean? You get rid of the worst season. The super cold winter. Another Benz that makes moves to go into a lane that don't move. Go ahead, Beamer. You want to cut me off this time? Go ahead. We'll add to the German invasion here. Go ahead. Come on in. Now the S-Class is behind me. I don't understand, people. I don't understand. How'd you get in that lane for? What, are you blind? There he is. Mr. Stiliano must have got the word that the Brooklyn guy was coming into the Garden State. The alarms must have went off. The buzzer must have went off. Oh, Stiliano, we got a Brooklynite coming into Jersey over here. You better figure out what the situation is. Better find out what he wants, who he is, where is he going, what's up. Come on, S-Class. You want to come in? You want to cut me off, S-Class? Go ahead. You got your little buffer there with the CRV moving over now? All right. Okay. All right. Hang out over there then. We're going to go over here. Yeah, Tommy, you got the call. Brooklyn's coming in. ETA, 40 minutes crossing the border. Hope you well, Tommy. Hope you well. You had some interesting topics this morning, Tommy. I caught your replay as I was gathering myself this morning. I have to say, I pretty much agree with you, Tommy Stakes. The only one that I thought was kind of strange, I'll be honest with you, Tommy. There was one instance or example that I thought maybe was a little strange. The chef, Tommy, a woman chef. What's wrong with that? I get all the other ones. I get them all. I get the physical side of it, the non-physical side, the emotional side. I get the realtor. Maybe you feel like, oh, someone's showing you a home. You want, like that soft touch of a woman to show you the home, as opposed to a guy being like, oh, over here's your man cave, over there's your garage, over there's your lawn. You cut it every once in a while. I get it. But the chef, the woman chef, all right, okay. I got no problem with it. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to file a complaint with YouTube against terms of services. You know what I mean? This guy's flying in his Volkswagen van. Jeez, he's gonna tip that thing over. But it was a good show, Tommy. You always know how to hit those topics. Let's just say you always know how to hit those topics and those bullet points real hard. Yeah, we don't see it. I guess we don't see it off. Okay, we don't see it often. I guess you could say. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be like, I wouldn't really be like, oh no, woman chef. I don't know about that. I mean, like you said, she's the one, at home. She's the one in there doing the cooking or whatever. What are you trying to say? On an industrial scale, you don't trust a woman with an industrial stove and an industrial frying pan or something? Whatever. Anyway, Belt Parkway. We're still heading west. We're still heading towards the Garden State. We're still going to invade Tommy Stigliano's area over there. Speaking of that, I think I was in, I don't want to dox ALV, happy birthday to ALV, but I think I was somewhat in his area yesterday, which was a very beautiful area, Tommy. I was in, I passed, I guess I was in Livingston, if that's an area, and I passed like through a downtown area that was called Livingston Square. Beautiful little area there. I was in like Whippany, East Hanover, Whippany, Parsippany Hills, and then ended up in this like Livingston Square area, which is a very nice area. Very, very nice. This is the Belt Parkway. To the left is Coney Island. Very foggy again. To the right is the MTA yard. We're in Gravesend, Brooklyn now. So right here is Gravesend. When people kind of get confused, like where Gravesend is, people mix in Gravesend with Bath Beach, with Bensonhurst. 3 different neighborhoods. This here is Gravesend. To the left, to the south of us is Coney Island. To the right, to the north of us is Gravesend. Once we cross over here, a couple of exits here, we go into Bath Beach. You'll begin to see the exit now. This is the exit for Cropsey Avenue. The path mark that Vinnie Bracco mentions all the time is to the left right here, or used to be to the left right here, for Cropsey. My family was very good friends with the butcher there, a guy named Leo. We're approaching where Vinnie Bracco grew up, and they built brand new buildings that are beautiful. Up on the right, I'll point them out. To the left here, there's baseball fields. They call them the 5 Diamonds. But this now here is Bath Beach and Bensonhurst. So to the left, again, to the left is the water. You're on the coast, the southern coast of Brooklyn. To the right of us, just north of the Belt Parkway, is Bath Beach. To the north of Bath Beach is Bensonhurst. 86th Street is the cutoff line. The famous 86th Street, Lenny's Pizza. These buildings, now the fog is killing me, but you can see right here, those are brand new buildings. This is kind of the area that Vinnie Bracco speaks about when he talks about growing up in Bath Beach and what is it called? Beach Haven, I believe, or Bay Haven, Beach Haven. That's right here to the right. This is the Bay Parkway exit, which is the Bay Parkway exit. Yeah, Tommy, Route 10. The place, the customer that I have that's across the street from Standard Tile on 110 in East Hanover. Yeah. But I went because Tommy, I was in Morristown, and I went from Morristown to East Hanover. And then from East Hanover, I was looking for food actually. And that's, I think, how I ended up in Livingston. I don't know. But yeah, Route 10. So I was saying, oh man, we got racers out right now. You got that Altima, you got this Civic right there. See that Ultima making moves. You got the Civic, and you get this guy. He wants to go. I'm going to let him go just so you can see how jackass he is. See his Civic right here on the right? He's another racer. These 3 of them have been racing for miles now. We'll follow them a little bit. You want to go a little bit? You want to go a little bit? We can go a little bit. Tommy's gonna have a coronary if we go really hard. But there's nowhere to go, as you can see. Like, look, they're racing, and I'm not even like I'm being somewhat aggressive. I'm right there with them. But that's Bell Parkway driving. Now here's the Bay 8th exit. Bay 8th may be a recognizable name to you folks. Bay 8th exit is definitely the exit to get off if you want to go to Bath Beach. Screw the Bay Parkway exit. Bay Parkway exit always sucks. Get off at Bay 8th here. If you want to go towards Bay Parkway, you get off at Bay 8th, and then right here, you hang around and you make a right. You avoid all the crap if you get off at this exit. This is my favorite exit to get off when I'm going to Bensonhurst, Bath Beach, Cropsey Avenue, right there, Bay 8th. Now on the right here, you're going to see Fort Hamilton. Fort Hamilton is an actual active Army base. You actually see an Army vehicle right there, which is weird to see in Brooklyn, New York. A friggin' Humvee right there. Very cool. But yeah, Fort Hamilton on the right. Active Army base. I believe it's Army. And what's crazy, the Verrazano Bridge that we're about to get on, but you can't see it because it's so foggy. Wow. It is super foggy. Yeah, okay, Tommy. So that's where... So Godfather is on Route 10 by Passeri. Okay, I was confusing them because I tried Hollywood that you sent me to. The Hollywood was great. I was telling you that I found that place Galassos in Lebanon, which was excellent. They were originally over in Frenchtown by Pennsylvania. The building burnt down. They had a truck run into the building, burnt down, and they reopened in Lebanon, New Jersey, a little closer to New York. Excellent. Now, Godfather... Yeah, and if you want, shoot me a text. Let me know who to ask for, you know, because like I did when I went into Hollywood, I said, hey, Tommy Stiggs sent me. And they were like, oh, yeah, Tommy Stiggs. They all knew you. The guy knew you. You know, he was, Tommy Stiggs. Tommy Stiggs. Yeah, Maggie, the good old Bell Parkway. Now we're getting onto the Verrazano Bridge, which you haven't even seen yet because it's so foggy. You're not going to see it until you're on it. It's crazy. The rains are coming. I think the rain's supposed to hit the area around 1 o'clock or so. But this is going to take us into Staten Island. Shaolin, Staten Island. How you doing? Gennaro. Okay. That's easy to remember. All right. Verrazano Narrows Bridge. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge crosses the New York Harbor. On a clear day, you could see the skyline, clear as day from here. The New York City skyline. Wow, it's foggy. You can't even see the top of the bridge. I am on the bridge right now. See the lines? I can't see the water. I can't see the boats in the water. Wow. Foggy, ink. So this is new now, I guess, Tommy, that you can now see who has a wrench on StreamYard. At least on the mobile version, I can see, because I just gave you one, and I could see it on StreamYard that you have a wrench now. I didn't notice it, but yeah, I was able to see Cousin Paulie also. So I guess on the mobile version of StreamYard, you can, when you're looking at the chat, you can now see who has a wrench in there. Very interesting. There's been a lot of changes. Actually, I shouldn't talk too much right now because you probably can't hear me much. I'm going to wait until we get over this bridge. I'm assuming you probably can't hear me too well. The service is probably crap. If you can't hear me, there was something I wanted to discuss with some new features that I noticed on YouTube. Not sure, cuz. Hold on. Let me zoom in a little. Here. Philadelphia, we like having sandwiches on Heroes. Is that what that says? Yeah, like Hero Bread in Philadelphia. Like third best city in the country. What is it? cousin Paulie. Edwin, how you doing, Edwin? Just got into Staten Island. How you doing, Edwin? God bless you, sir. We just entered Staten Island. All right, aren't you jealous? Now we're in Shaolin. Muggsy, what's up, Muggsy? Just left the neighborhood. The neighborhood's all right. I left it in good. I left it in good. You know, it's good. I left the neighborhood for the day. I'm assuming you're out of the neighborhood also. I waved as I passed your block this morning. I tried to stop at the stop sign. You know what I mean? Still a little trigger happy on that stop sign there. Still gotta watch out. People coming down your block. Sometimes they, the school mothers, forget about it. Sometimes I get home around that school time. Woof. Disaster. They're ripping up the block. Well, I don't want to dox you, Mugs, but they're ripping up a block very close to you. The block in between us, put it that way. They're ripping it up. I think they might have ripped your block up last year. There he is. Assassino, Virate, with the disclaimer, with the asterisk. With the asterisk. I don't know, Assassino. What's that word? A hoogie? Is that the same thing as you guys call it, like a sub or something, like a submarine? I'm not really sure what that is. Not really sure. I don't know. Yesterday I had myself a nice hero, a nice Italian bread, nice hero, honey, turkey, Swiss, lettuce, tomato, oil, and vinegar, salt, and pepper on a hero. Mink. I swear, if this guy behind me gets any further up my ass, he's going to be on the panel. He's going to be on the panel pretty soon. Hey, you want the link? Hold on. Oh man, I know. I'm actually getting better at eating on the road. My problem has always been I get on the road, I start driving around, and I don't stop to eat. And then once I got into Jersey, I don't know Jersey, so that's why I've been asking Tommy Stiggs for all these wonderful places to eat, because I've been better at stopping, putting food into my system, and continuing on. Because I was so bad at just driving, working, right, and then all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything all day, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I hope I didn't miss anyone coming in here. What? That's the most ridiculous saying. Like you say, that sounds like something they give you in the pen. Cause you sure it's not something they give you in the pen? Oh, come on, guy in the center lane. We gotta make moves, fellas. I'm sorry, but I'm being as patient as possible here, as you guys can see. And look at all this open area with people chilling on the left lane. I mean, come on. I gotta slow down. Woo! Not gonna tell you how fast I was just going. Woo! Lunch meat. What the hell is lunch meat? I see it like lunch meat. That's, you know what? In all seriousness, the term lunch meat is just as familiar to New Yorkers as pork roll. I knew. Tom, sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. But see, like, so I'm at a customer the other day. This customer, actually, the customer out in Lebanon. Tommy, you'll like this, and Cuz maybe, Assassino. My Philadelphia, city of brotherly love down there. So the guy's like, we're out in Jersey, out in Lebanon, way out there. And he goes, I'm going to go run to the deli. You want something? You want to? I'm like, what did they got? What, I got sandwiches there? He's like, yeah, I'm just going to go grab a pork roll and cheese. He said, I'm going to go grab a pork roll and cheese. And now I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm like, if there's any true New Yorkers in this chat, like born and raised in New York, don't really spend a lot of time in Jersey, you're a New Yorker, you say hero, You don't say New York style pizza, you just say a slice. If you're a true New Yorker, right? And someone said to you, I'm going to go get a pork roll and cheese. Do you know what they're talking about? Now, okay, Tommy, okay. Now, I know in New Jersey, you guys have this little civil war going on where in New Jersey, half of you folks call it pork roll and the other half call it Taylor ham. In my humble opinion, no, I have no clue what a pork roll is either. No. Cousin Paulie, and now wait, let me preface this now. After after 3 friggin' years on YouTube with all these friggin' Jersey and Philadelphia people everywhere, I now know, okay? Now I know. But I'm telling you, before I got on to, you know, for the first 35 years of my life living in this great city of New York, if you told me what I'm going to go get a pork roll, I don't know what you're talking about. And then you go, oh, well, Taylor ham. I still don't know what you're talking about. Now, with that being said, with what I've learned over the past couple of years, I think what a New Yorker would say to describe the same product, now I don't know, but I think would be Canadian bacon. Now, I know there's going to be this whole Jersey versus Philadelphia, you know, battle here over what's it called, you know, what's going on. Is it Taylor ham? Is it pork roll? That's different. So Canadian bacon is different. So now let me ask you a question, Cousin Paulie. Let me ask you a question. Cousin, assessment. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Chris Rock, how you doing? I know, Chris. I know. Can you imagine if I was in the Beamer? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I was? That's another thing. Stinks your nuts. Get yourself a Beamer for a couple of months and tell me you wouldn't want it. Tell me you'd give it back. Chris Schrock knows what I'm talking about. Joe Delamora knows. Okay, now back to the Taylor ham, pork roll, whatever the hell, whatever we're talking about here, right? When you go to McDonald's, right, and you get yourself an Egg McMuffin, are you guys familiar with an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's? McDonald's breakfast, Egg McMuffin. It's an English muffin, right? It's got some cheese, it's got some egg. It's got, BMW. How you doing, bro? Jesus, Christmas. It's got an Egg McMuffin. It's got English muffin. It's got egg. It's got cheese. And it's got a ham. Now, that piece of ham that's on the Egg McMuffin, I believe New Yorkers would refer to as Canadian bacon. Now, with that being said, if that's different from what you guys are calling this Taylor ham and pork roll, then indeed I have no clue what Taylor ham and pork roll is. As we have this discussion, I am now crossing into New Jersey. This is the Goethals Bridge. The Goethals Bridge takes us from Staten Island into the great state of New Jersey, the Garden State. And it puts us into the city of Elizabeth, the hometown of Miss Carmela. But anyway, I don't know what you people in food and what you call it, and it's very confusing. I think you need to do. You got to do a show on it, Tommy. I need a full explanation. And not for nothing, when the guy said, I'm going to go get a Taylor ham and cheese, you know, now knowing, you know, how you guys describe it as, you know, I'm thinking that's probably delicious. You know, it's probably, you know, or like spiral ham, because I love spiral ham. So is it like spiral ham? You guys are ridiculous with what you call stuff. I don't understand. New York style pizza. What is it? It's pizza. New York style. Unbelievable. All right. Grinders. Forget it. What is that, like Pittsburgh? Where's our buddy Lance? Isn't that what they say over there? Spaghetti sauce. What the hell is spaghetti sauce? Unbelievable. Yes, Maggie. Exactly. What's lunch? What does he call it? What do they call it down there? Lunch meat? It's cold cuts. It's cold cuts. My girl goes to the deli. She goes, hey, you want me to pick you up some cold cuts? She don't say, hey, you want me to pick you up some deli? What do they call it? Deli meat? It sounds like something, I don't know. Or something they send when you go, when you go to war. They send away like with, it's meat, pasteurized meat, deli meat. Or like the stuff you get in like Lunchables or something, which I like a Lunchable every once in a while. But I mean, come on, Maggie. Yeah. Thank goodness you're in here, Maggie. So at least, well, Edwin too. Edwin's an original New Yorker. Thank God I got Edwin and Maggie in here, some original New Yorkers to kind of back me up on this stuff. You people are ridiculous. Andrea Fatale, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. and cuz, I mean, you know me, cuz, I'm not judging you guys. I'm not like making fun. I actually am fascinated with the differences. That's what I love this stuff. I don't know if I know a lot of you guys watch Action Kid, and Action Kid has been in Asia for the past couple of months, and I've been watching him a lot more lately now that he's over there, just in the different ways that different cultures do things. I make fun. I say, oh, Jersey, you can't make, what is this Jersey? Roundabout that way. You can't make a left turn. You got to make 9 right turns before you can make a left turn. What is this? But really, truly, down inside, it fascinates me. It fascinates me. You're in Philadelphia. I'm in New York. It's completely different lingo. Completely different lingo. We think of, oh, yeah, English can be different when you compare, American English to, say, British English. How do you spell a color? How do you spell center? How do you spell, do you spell color with the UR? Do you spell center with the RE at the end? Stuff like that. Oh, here we go, Tommy. Just like the video you took. We're going to sit here for a couple hours while this truck tries to back in, I guess. Ooh, can we sneak by? No. This guy better get this truck in this dock quickly, because I don't have all day. But I do. I love the differences. I'm fascinated with the differences. Action Kid he was in Taiwan, Taipei for some time, and now he is in Bangkok. He's in Thailand. Tommy Stiggs, I just got off. So I guess I'm in Elizabeth now. I take the back roads. When I'm off the Goethals, I can get on that 19 to get into to go to Rosedale Park, but I take this kind of back road. I think it's like Park Avenue that goes through or around the park. Winneco Park. The Hoover Pusher. What's up? Hoover Pusher? How you doing, baby? Crazy purple Kirby lady, crazy purple Kirby, crazy. I can't do it like Dean do. I don't know how Dean does it. Crazy purple Kirby lady, 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 crazy purple Kirby lady. Yeah, no, I don't get on 19. I don't like 19. I'm not comfortable with it yet, Tommy. I don't like it yet. So I come in here through the backside, through like the refineries, and you see in like a second, the 19's right above us right there, Tommy. That's 19. I come around and I go into the neighborhood. No, that's not 19. I'm lying. That's 278. 278's right above us, Tommy. That's 278. And I come in here and I wind around. I come through the neighborhoods, and then I'm going to cross over 19 in a couple of minutes. It's right in front of us. The Hoover Pusher. I think that should be your new name when you change it again. The Hoover Pusher. How you doing? How's your Hoover? Hey, Andrea Vitale, absolutely. Jersey stand. Jersey. I'm in the Garden State. How you doing? The Sopranos, Tommy DeVito, how you doing, eh? Jersey. How you doing? I like Jersey. I really like Jersey. I like it a lot. This town I'm in right now, I think is Linden, right, Tommy? I think technically this is Linden, because I know whenever I see the cops around here, they're usually Linden cops. This area reminds me of like Hempstead, Long Island, or yeah. So this is 19 right in front of us here, Tommy. 19 north to the right, south to the left. I'm gonna cross over it. There's a good old White Castle right there. Let me see here. Let me see if I make sure I didn't miss anyone coming into the Oh, you know what other thing I want to talk? I only have about a couple more minutes. I have to get to. When I get to my destination, I'm gonna have to hop out. But there is one other thing, and Tommy, maybe you can touch on this because I know you're good. You're better at actually getting into real topics. I love ham. I'm a big fan of ham. Anyway, that's one thing. The Canadian bacon, that's a whole nother thing. On YouTube, I think you guys have realized it now that there's like a new format that the live can appear in. Like you guys that watch Frankie / Mikey when he goes live, it's in that different format. What it is, it's a short that's live. So if you go and like, you know how you can go to Tommy Stiggs' page? You can go to Tommy Stiggs' page and he has a short there that you can watch. If you go and you click on that short, right, and it's just a regular short and you're watching it, if you click on it again, right, at the very top, there'll be something that says live. When you go into that, you go into this whole other feed of live shows that you can just swipe up and find more shows. It's very strange. I don't like it. I don't like it because it's set up like a feed in that even like, say if you wanted to close that out and see like if someone else was on, it stops that video. It acts like a short video. It's hard to see this, it's hard to see the chat. And another thing, if someone drops a link in that chat, you can't click on it when it's in that form. When it's in that live short format and there's a link in the chat, you can't click the link. Now, there's a way around this. If you see, say, Frankie goes live and you get the notification for it, right? Now, check this out. Check this out. If you get the notification for it, it says, boom, Frankie is live, right? If you click on the notification, right, you go back, even after you got the notification, right, you go back, you go to that little bell where it has your old notifications. If you click on that notification, it will bring you to the regular version, the old school regular version with the regular chat, with the regular video, with the regular. Why? I have no clue. But if you just open up, like, you know, if you're on your phone, now I'm talking about on the phone, If you're on the phone and at the bottom, you know, you hit subscriptions, right? And all, you know, your stuff comes up, and then at the top, you hit live so that your live will come up and all your subscriptions come up. If you just click it off of that, you're going to get that new version, that new crappy version. If you go into your notifications and click it in there, hey, Frankie just went live, and you click it in there, it will bring you to the regular version. And in that regular version, you can minimize the video and continue to do what you want to do on YouTube while the video plays. You can also click a link once a link is dropped into the chat, like so. I have no clue if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think you do, but cousin Paulie, yes. So yes. So whenever, like, I keep using Frankie for example because he's the one that it's. I know Sliminy. If you guys know Sliminy, a lot of his chats will come up that way. I don't know if you guys follow a guy named Tommy Temper. Now, let me say something else now. Doing the live in that way. Crazy Perps knows what I'm talking about. I know you know the deal. Did you know that about the notifications though? Did you know if you click on it in the notifications, it'll bring you back to the original version? No, Chris, that's what I'm saying. I think maybe I want to like demonstrate it. I know I probably lost you. I know I did. I need to show it, or maybe even Tommy could show it on a screen, or maybe one day if I hop on with ThemeDo, I could put this, you know, because it's on the phone. I don't know what it looks like on the computer. But on the phone, there's these live shorts, and they're in a different format. They look like they're a short, but it's a live video, Chris. It's a completely different format. And it's like if you go live without StreamYard. Remember how like you can just go live straight off of YouTube? If you go straight live, straight off of YouTube, it's a completely different format. And I don't particularly like it. But if you're into gaining subs, it's an excellent way to gain subs because people are just swiping. They're coming. Like I found people that way. There's a guy that has a coffee cart in New York City on 32nd and Park. I think his name is Petey's World or something like that. And by me just swiping up, I came across this Petey's World in New York, and he's there. You know, I subscribed. He got a subscriber out of me just out of that. So, you know, I would suggest it actually for maybe Tommy, for you, Chris, for every once in a while, do like a little subathon, and you'll see new people will start popping into your chat. Now, I wish Frankie/Mikey was in here because I want to tell him this because it's happened a couple of times to him, and I know it's because he's on that feed. So people are finding the channel. Crazy Purple you saw yesterday with I didn't know about that other Paul C. That's funny because I thought that the Paul, you know, that's whatever. But you'll see random people come in and they're not trolls. Like they may be trolls, but they're probably just coming in because of the new format and they're finding the channel. They're swiping up and then all of a sudden, boom, you know, Frankie's driving around New York City and they're like, oh, what's this? I'm going to subscribe or whatever. Now I know there's someone else in the genre. We're not really allowed to say his name too much, but whatever. Whatever. He goes live that way sometimes, and he'll out of nowhere get a video where, you know, it's just 2,000 views, and he's like, "What the hell? How did I get 2,000 views on this? Whoa, someone's messing with my channel over here." No one's messing with your channel. You're in that. People are swiping, and all of a sudden they're catching you, and you're saying something funny or, you know, making fun of someone or I don't know, and they decide to, you know, again, I might have confused the crap out of you. Crazy Perp, you know what I'm talking about. Anyone else, if you know what I'm talking about, if you come across a video that's in that format, try to see if you got the notification for that video. Go and try to click that notification and it will bring you back to the regular format. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to go. Il Toro, thank you very, 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 very much for coming in. I truly appreciate it. I do have to go, though. I have reached my destination. I have to work. I have to make money. Crazy Purple, I have to sling some tile. You know what I mean? You know what it is, right? You know what it is? You know how we do it. All right, guys, I have to scoot. I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much for joining me on this random little trip. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you very, very much. Peace.